Igwit, ladies and gents, Pit the Swordmaster here, and welcome to my first Death Battle reaction. And what better way to start things off than with our first episode in nearly a year. Omni-Man from Invincible versus Bardock from Dragon Ball. But before we get into the episode, I want to briefly go into my thoughts on the matchup itself. My feelings on this matchup have fluctuated a good amount over the years. Back before Omni-Man vs. Homelander came out, I thought it sounded pretty good. Nothing revolutionary, but to me, it sounded like some good old-fashioned turn your brain off and watch the fireworks go off type fun. Just seemed pretty hard to go wrong with. Things changed for me though when I actually decided to watch Invincible for myself and learn more about Nolan as a character, and my feelings towards the matchup kinda soured as a result. Not that I grew to hate it, far from it. Rather, I felt it was just really not scratching the itch for what I wanted out of a Nolan matchup. What I think makes Nolan interesting to use in Versus is just how violent and gory of a character he is. Basically, anyone who loses to Nolan looks more like beef stew than a person afterwards, and I found that an Omni-Man matchup that just fell under the flying brick fest was kind of a waste for him. As a result, I waned on Omni-Man vs. Bardock. Dragon Ball wasn't a series I'd ever associate with obscene gore, and without that, Omni-Man just felt like another generic superhero. I even brought this up in the Kickstarter discussion video I did a while back. After watching Invincible Season 2 and some of Bardock's media, I did change my thoughts again, for better and for worse. I found myself not as bothered by the gore thing since, all things considered, Saiyans are still portrayed as pretty damn violent and vicious. Bardock may not be spilling people's intestines on the floor, but realistically, if Death Battle did have him do that, I don't think it'd be right to say it'd feel out of place. I mean, hell, Killer Instinct and Fire Emblem are fairly lined in blood, and I'd hardly say Saberwolf or Dimitri being covered in this stuff felt wrong at all. My new issues arose when I came to realize I find Bardock so goddamn lame. Even in his best portrayals from what I watched, he served his purpose of establishing the themes and challenges for Goku well, but he was just not an interesting or engaging character at all to me, and if anything, I found parts of his story more ridiculous than anything. That episode, Bardock and Minus somehow missing the point of even that much and bastardizing his character further did not help matters at all. When I think of how invested I got in Invincible Season 2, and particularly Nolan, versus how hard of a time I was having taking Bardock seriously, and the fact that I was fully expecting Nolan to get wiped by Bardock, safe to say my interest in the matchup just completely plummeted. Not enough for me to hate it, but certainly enough for me to not look forward to the matchup beyond it marking the return of Death Battle after so long. But okay, that was then, and this is now. Let's see if the episode can change my mind. For this video, I got some of my friends together to sit down and watch the episode with me. Will Omni-Man prove himself invincible once more, or will Bardock go ape on his Viltrumite nemesis? Let's find out.
Omni-Man versus Bardock.
The ostracized.
Oh, they're not giving descriptions?
Doomed Saiyan.
He's
Oh, never mind.
raising a boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
We're so back.
Why, Omni-Man? How, Omni-Man? Who, Omni-Man?
Who indeed?
How, Omni-Man?
Champion of Earth, best-selling author J.K.
How,
Simmons.
Omni-Man?
Yet it was of their species. As a
Read my
vanguard
books,
of
Mark.
the Viltrumite Empire.
Read my books.
Infiltrated Earth.
According to another Viltrumite, Thetis, a bunch of other Viltrumites who actually were in a hurry flew to Viltrum across the Virgo supercluster in less than 24 hours.
Why does that guy look like Dick Dastardly?
Times faster than light.
You don't really
Oh my God.
Anyway, the older
Yeah,
a
he
Viltrumite
does.
gets, the slower they age.
According to the Invincible Handbook, Nolan is over 2,000 years old. And regardless of
God,
age,
they are going
Viltrumites don't
crazy with the
suffer
editing.
fatigue like humans do. So
DJ
they rarely
Puck,
ever
yeah.
tire out.
Seriously? He's got parenting easy mode on, and he couldn't even handle that. I would have killed for that back when my daughter was born.
Like,
Well,
I wouldn't
you
have been
would have to be a
surprised if
Viltrumite first.
after
A
the huge
Viltrumite's
hiatus
body
they had, it
contains
wasn't
smart atoms, which they
as good,
subconsciously
but they're really
manipulate.
going all
This
out.
cellular structure
yeah.
can effectively recall certain states
Yeah.
of being regardless of their present environment, reacting to changes at an atomic level to perform the impossible.
Yeah, like surviving your intestines getting ripped out, or even more scary, ripping out your whole beard all at once.
Ow.
Only
Hi, Peter
a
Cullen.
Viltrumite could pull off something that disturbing.
Nolan is incredibly tough, but if he faces superior forces, his smart atoms can adjust to make him even stronger by comparison. This is why Viltrumites are considered invincible.
Most
Okay.
weapons in the universe can't even scratch.
Must be much larger.
And don't
You
get
would
me
not think
started
this is
on
a
how the
fucking
thing is
independent
actually
show now with this
made up of
editing.
bodies, because, Spoilers!
Yeah.
Just go read the comic.
Pitch frequency, which can destabilize his body's equilibrium.
But
Or
his real
dances.
weakness turned out to be, you guessed it, fatherhood. Lady, he banged a bug.
Why, Omni-Man? How, Omni-Man?
Hey,
I've heard more
everyone
about,
deals with parenting stress in their own
bug
way.
things in the past few weeks than I've ever wanted to in my life.
Insignificant people
Yeah.
are. Mark wasn't the only one he was
Invincible
trying to
got
convince, if you catch my
insane.
drift.
Nolan Grayson's
I
real
think I
mission
missed my
isn't
wife.
planetary conquest or saving the
It was the shot.
It's to discover if a
the
violent man
funny
who
thing.
can break the world
I think
can
I missed
also
Death
be
Battle.
a good father.
I think I missed Stomping
Godspeed,
Homelander.
Omni-Man.
Okay.
Good.
Oh, wow.
Good stuff.
In the far reaches
Yeah,
of the
not bad.
cosmos laid a world
That
with a
was
people
good.
like no other, born and raised to do
Monkey.
just one thing: fight.
The Saiyans, a proud warrior people from the planet Vegeta, ruled by, King Vegeta. Well, narcissist much.
Exactly. Their pride blinded them to the truth of their.
Man, Vegeta being a narcissist? Who'd have thunk?
Perhaps one Saiyan represented the best of
Crazy.
them, even during
But
the waning glory.
all the
days.
Vegetas.
Bardock. He's cool, he's crude, he's got a bad attitude, and if he goes apeshit,
Fucking
you're
90s
totally
Appling, bro.
screwed. And guess
Yeah.
what? He's father of Goku.
Oh wow, I never would have guessed.
Power level of 2?
What a curveball.
What
So
scum?
what does that make her?
Frieza, uninhabited rocks to sell away.
I still think it's
Time travel
fun.
is bullshit.
Was an asshole.
I still think it's so funny that that bandana is just a fucking bloody bandage.
With multiple iterations.
Yeah.
That's just
Including
that's
one where
insane.
It's just a bloodbath Rambo.
But only one is considered officially.
This man should have been clapped by
Bardock's
fucking
demeanor
infection
began to shift
before
when he met and eventually
Frieza did.
married fellow warrior.
He will run you over, break your spine, light you on fire.
Hi, Danganronpa.
Guys are all
Nice work for a Saiyan.
You know someone got spoiled on Trigger Happy Havoc from this fucking episode.
I can confirm I've seen them.
Battlefield
Saw
fodder.
him
But
being
they
a
would still
brilliant
possess the
scientist would
Saiyan's
help.
power. A transformation that was the key
Death
to
Battle.
their
What about that time that Reddit saw his father saying that he was his son, ignored that it was a hallucination?
Saiyan with a tail manifests the Uzaru.
And also non-canon.
Hell, it's questionable if he even remembers everything that happens when he goes full
He's a
gorilla.
brilliant
The
scientist,
Saiyan
yet
strategy
he
is
can't
pretty
figure out
much
how to
just
speak.
monkey
Is he-
see,
is
monkey
he
smash.
stupid?
Despite being
He never mastered
fast,
monkey see,
Bardock's
monkey
power level
do.
nearly matched that of King Vegeta, who could destroy
Come on,
multiple planets
Bardock.
at once. At
I
about this
already
time, King
didn't
Vegeta's
think you
power
were all
level was
too
around
interesting, but
10,000.
man, you're
Yeah, we know
disappointing me.
power level.
Doesn't really show any high-end feats in canon, but we can use
Hard to really
levels
gas him
compare
up.
to other characters
Yeah.
with similar levels to better understand his
There you
potential.
go.
Like when his son fought Prince Vegeta. What's the scouter say?
Oh, I
about
was
his power
really
level?
hoping that they would just use that to transition to fucking shockwaves for no reason.
Changed it to fit Vegeta's lip flaps, but we only cover the cold hard truth,
So-
damn it.
According to
Not
this
gonna lie,
movie
Liz.
pamphlet,
Future
the power
Punch.
level between the ship 6 days to make the journey. Traveling a quarter of the universe's
Six?
diameter would put the ship
Six?
over 9
Oh my God, shut up.
trillion times the speed of light.
Come on.
If Goku would have had its cereal, they went Cheerio.
Bardock ravaged the
Oh.
planet, annihilating its people, until he found 2 survivors, a mother and her child. Some may call it weakness, others a moment of clarity. But Bardock was suddenly reminded of his wife and recently born son.
Whose
chose
name he
to
couldn't
split
remember.
the two, and even pushed himself.
And hey, that's what good parents do.
A choice that would have a greater significance.
Which is
than
kind
most
of defeating the point of Bardock.
And then Dildo Dickhead blew them all up and he died. Or did
It's being
he?
defeating the point.
Bardock got killed so freaking hard he got blasted back in time.
Actually,
Not
he was pulled
episode
away by
Bardock!
calculated and misplaced him
Dog,
in time
come
space.
on!
Blah, 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 non-canon, whatever. He survived. And when he realized what happened, he got so
I can hear Chris
unbelievably
screaming from
pissed
here.
off, he went Super Saiyan. What?
Oh my
This
god!
is
No!
scenario, and it is jarring. But think about it. Later would to achieve the form. Perhaps
Really
if
tried
Frieza
to
hesitated,
give that
even for a
little
moment,
special more
his
meaning.
fear would have manifested
Here.
before him.
See,
right then
really
and
go-
there.
Damn.
They're putting more.
Bardock.
See, they're putting
Figured
more
out how
better
to
use
be
of the good
truest
idea than the
Saiyan
actual
right at
special
the
did.
end of it all.
Yeah,
No
exactly.
The bar in question.
That bar is actually that bandana.
Hey, shout out to everyone everyone who believed in us during our recent crowdfunding.
And joining
You're welcome.
support is the first ever sponsor for an independent death metal episode, Manscaped.
Manscaped.
Sorry we took back all your money.
The Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra in forged
We're still
gold.
doing Light vs. Columbo, by the way. No take
This
backsies.
special edition trimmer is the perfect tool for the golden era of hair grooming, where precision, luxury,
What
and
better,
performance meet.
what better company to sponsor, the first episode of Independent Death Battle than one that shaves your balls?
Grows all over the place way too
Or-
fast. Or maybe you get
or
that
one who has a
cheese
permanent
scraggle
mustache.
Wiz has. Yeah. Either way, the Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra Gold.
There's something very funny about them doing this for an episode with a literal fucking monkey.
And look at it. It's blessed.
Get 20% off plus free shipping with the
All right, lads, who are we betting on?
Manscaped.com. That's 20% off plus
I'm
free
betting on the
shipping
dad.
with the code DEATHBATTLE at manscaped.com.
Thanks to Manscaped for helping our fans and members support the channel. Seriously, show them some love by clicking the link below.
Nolan, please, I want you to win. I know you're not gonna, but please. Alright, Mortal Kombat.
For a death battle!
Hey,
Fortnite.
Fortnite.
Oh yeah, that's good Omni-Man footage right there.
Alright, let's do this.
Oh.
Great. Another gross bug planet.
Heh.
Just like my son, sticking his nose in places he's not ready for. My son would kick his ass.
Literal, my son would beat up this.
My brother in Christ, you didn't know your son's past childhood! Okay, this song's kind of a bop.
Yeah, it's
Oh, here we
here comes
go.
Grady. Monkey.
Return to monkey.
big
Am I supposed to be impressed?
Well, very like that. Come on, Nolan, kick his ass!
Go. Come on, do the thing.
Yes! Sword!
Oh,
The champ! Oh my god!
good.
Yep, 10 out of 10 episode. We got-
Yeah, you get a fucking weapon.
Yeah.
Okay. This episode gets a point for that. That's exactly what I wanted. Oh, Jesus Christ!
Damn.
Come on, Nolan! Oh, he is so cooked. Please, Nolan!
Here we go. Go the shockwave.
Your time is up.
Oh, no!
JJK scream.
Oh!
Oh.
Did he win?
You said, Saiyan. Remember it.
Did he actually win?
What?
What? No, this has to be a fake out.
Serious?
He'll get up any second now.
Oh my god, did he actually win?
Fuck.
Yes!
He won.
Damn.
These Gokus have got to stop picking fights with guys in capes.
Pitting Saiyan against Viltrumite is fascinating. Among the many similarities, 5 specific categories stand out.
Starting with speed.
got-
Bardock
I
is
got
much
the
faster,
first
giving his
episode
powerful
wrong.
man Goku dodging asteroids at 9.5
Yes,
trillion
Nolan!
speed, much higher than the Viltrumite's
Got the
fastest
first
speed.
prediction
Add on
wrong.
the 50 times.
I don't care that I got it wrong. I don't know how he lost, but I'm not complaining.
Has the speed advantage, but strength and durability are another
Here's the
story.
big
Though
part.
it doesn't seem like
Biology prevents him from tiring in most cases, letting him travel
The
across
Olin, my
galaxies for weeks nonstop.
goat.
And his smart atoms adjust to counter whatever physical strain he's
I'm not
subjected
even
to.
upset. I
Bardock's
was rooting for
crazy
Nolan too.
speed and power
I
made
mean,
him a real challenge.
I was
Nolan's
surprised,
strength,
but I'm not
experience,
complaining.
and sheer endurance
This episode could be completely wrong, and I would not give a shit.
force that would inevitably land the killing blow.
When push came to shove, Omni-Man raised the bar. Duck.
Bardock.
The winner
Eh.
is Omni-Man.
Is Omni-Man.
Next time on
What's next?
There we go.
Alright.
Ogre persona.
Oh.
Subscribe and join as a member to see more Death Battle. Thanks for watching.
Alright. So, do we feel like we have enough to formulate our thoughts?
Yep.
Yeah,
I like that episode a lot. It was great.
Yeah.
really good. I like it.
I need
Yeah,
a second for the
it is.
adrenaline to wear off.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. I did not mention this because I did not want to completely kill the mood, but I just realized that Nolan and Bardock in front of that blue sun, the lighting that ends up on Nolan reflects the exact same type of art that I Miss My Wife scene used.
Yes, good.
Of
Good
course.
moment. Good moment.
Alright, so. What are our thoughts on the episode then? Does anyone want to go first?
Really,
Oh,
really
well-
good.
Well,
Did someone want to go
I personally
first?
overall think it was very good, but one funny thing is that if you knew nothing about Dragon Ball, I find it very both good and also funny this analysis writing made you think Bardock was more important than he really is.
Yeah. I guess that's kind of the consequence of a character
Yeah.
that's like three things that focus on him. But yeah. I mean, first of all, the editing was absolutely insane.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, it
I
was
was
good.
fully expecting that to take a hit when they went independent, but no, that was incredible.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
better than ever.
Yeah.
I think one of my
It
favorite
seems
parts
like-
was the fucking tail slap. That was great.
Oh, yeah.
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 I guess just say that.
The part with the
the-
tail.
Yeah, I did like how creative the fight was in general for what was basically a flying brick matchup. Like, Nolan using stuff like the fucking tail as a whip and stuff was great.
Yeah. I also love being able to just get the image of Great Ape actually being a completely ravenous and uncontrolled monster, which we've never had before. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also Solid State Invincible was really good. You'd definitely hear the Diabolical Invincible Me in it, but I like the tone change as well from Diabolical Invincible Me, where that one was kind of almost unnerving and kind of meant to give you the feeling of, oh shit, I'm dead. This one feels a bit more, what's the right word? Hopeful, maybe?
I
Yeah,
guess.
it's like I know the lyrics. I have seen what the lyrics are, and it's basically the intention is they're basically taking Diabolical Despicable Me, but they're inverting it so it's more like heroic and redemption like than the actual original song was.
Yeah, which does fit since this is more. I mean, this is more focused on Nolan's redemption arc as well.
Yeah.
What else is there to comment on?
In the analysis, I thought the pacing was it was quick, but not in a way that was overwhelming. That's one
Yeah, I
thing
think
noticed.
them kind of just cutting to all the stuff post redemption arc kind of made sense in this context since considering Omni-Man's analysis in versus Homelander kind of already went over the previous stuff. It's like, all right, you know the drill, so let's move on to the new stuff. Which, considering Nolan hasn't really changed arsenal wise since then, makes sense. Like, what else would you really cover for him?
Yeah, it definitely assumes that you've already seen Omni-Man vs. Homelander, which that's fine.
Yeah, it does make it a bit maybe inaccessible if you haven't seen that, but pacing wise makes sense. What about Bardock's analysis? What do you guys think of that?
It was
But
really
I thought it was
good.
really fun.
It made me care for Bardock. How?
Yeah, like what I said,
Bardock.
like legitimately, I think my favorite part was how they described Super Saiyan Bardock is pretty much exactly how the canon should have done it.
Oh, absolutely. Like, it was so funny seeing them, talk about the themes of, episode Bardock while everyone else who's actually watched it is like, this is dog shit.
Yeah.
And it was also cool to, actually look at, Dragon Ball feats that weren't just the usual ones from Super onward.
Yeah, that was definitely a breath of fresh air.
Yeah, made it
Yeah.
stand out in a good way.
So I guess if we don't have anything else to say, any thoughts on the next time then?
Joker on the show is great.
I'm looking. My very simplified thought is I'm excited for the episode. I'm ignoring any other community discussion about it.
You are smart for that one.
Unfortunately, I make prediction videos, so I kinda can't do that.
God have mercy on your soul.
I hope you have fun. But yeah, no
This is
question.
not going to be a fun month. Yeah.
Joker
I'm hoping
persona.
that they can make a good episode out of this because I don't like this matchup at all.
Joker persona shoot GR.
I mean, I'm happy
Boom,
we're finally
that's it.
getting Persona back.
Yeah, that's
that's
awesome.
nice.
I'm
Yeah.
really happy.
Oh, by the way, a funny thing is, can I mention
Yeah, go on.
if this ends up being like, we don't know what the animation style is yet, but how funny it would be if this ended up being sprite so that even Joker Drano cannot beat that JoJo can only be in 2D curse.
I think it would be funny if fucking Mitsuru got a 3D episode, but not Joker.
How is it
That
the
was
man, the
insane.
fucking protagonist who's predominantly from 3D games has no 3D episode?
Wild.
How funny. A wild card even.
Eh.
Giorno will steal the wild card. Giorno will steal the
Anyways.
wild card.
Anything left you guys want to say?
I want to say, well, there's one thing I want to mention. How poetic it is that no matter what series, iteration, or era it's from, Goku did not beat Superman.
He will
Yeah,
never.
True.
The closest we will ever get to
How
Goku
true.
beating Superman is Sun Wukong beating Hercules.
No,
Exactly.
we're. Yeah.
Well, thanks for joining, guys.
Yeah,
No
it was thanks for having me.
Welcome. This was fun to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never done one of these before, but it was a very nice first impression.
Yep. Glad to have you on. But nothing else to say then, bye.
Yeah, it was,
Bye.
but yeah, this was fun. Thanks everyone.